I got little birds all over, right? Sometimes I'm like, Varys. I'm not Adam Schefter. I'm not Ian Rappaport.
Varys.
You know Varys?
Yeah.
He's the bald guy from
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So there's been a lot of like, and these are like not sort of behind closed doors, but like there's rumors that Davante Adams is going to get traded.
Uh-huh.
And some of my little birds out there are suggesting to me that there's a chance he doesn't play another down for the Raiders and that he could have played yesterday, but the Raiders are looking to deal him because they think they could get some value for him, and they know they're going nowhere this year, especially with the quarterback situation that they have right now. So do not be surprised if Davante Adams does not finish the season as a Raider, or that he has already played his last snap with the Raiders. And I know there's going to be no shortage of teams that will be looking to try and acquire him. And I'm guessing the number one team on that list is probably the New York Jets because of the whole Aaron Rodgers connection. And we've heard so many of those different rumors about Rodgers and Davante Adams. I would not be surprised, especially with the way the Jets are playing. And Garrett Wilson's not playing like an alpha right now, that Davante Adams ends up with the Jets. Now, the Cowboys may be involved, but the Cowboys have no money because Jerry Jones is a jackass. But I would not be surprised if Davante Adams will no longer play for the Raiders and he will be playing with another team at some point here in the next, month or so.
What about just there's another team that lost a pretty big piece to their wide
Yeah,
receiver puzzle
if you think
yesterday.
the Raiders would trade him to the Chiefs,
That's
there's no
right,
way in
shoot.
hell.
You're right.
No
You're
way in
right.
hell.
You're
No
right.
way.
That would never
So
happen.
if the Raiders
Damn
get
it.
what they want in a trade for Adams, he's gonna be gone. That's my dirty thought. I'm giving you a little dirt in a dirty thought.
Because also, Fabs, I legitimately think that the Chiefs need to go make a trade. So you bring up a good point. But so if we're monitoring where Davante Adams might go, that changes things from a fantasy standpoint for a lot of different people if he's on a different team. But then
Yep.
also, do the Chiefs start making calls? And Deontay Johnson's is a name that has come up as a team that's, I mean, they don't, they, he, this is the last year on his deal, right? Deontay Johnson
Amari
for
Cooper's
Carolina.
another one.
Deontay
Yeah.
Johnson, well, just to stick with Deontay for a second, they don't need
Mhm.
him to develop a young quarterback anymore. So they might as well just like trade away, get as many assets as they possibly can. Now they're looking for a quarterback for the future. They're going to need to collect a whole bunch of pieces so that they can maybe move up in the draft and make some moves this offseason to kind of fix that spot
Yep.
for them. So Deontay is an
Yep.
interesting one that actually specifically for the Chiefs because of the type of wide receiver that they're not missing with Rushy Rice.
Yeah.
Kind of feels like an
Amari
interesting
Cooper, I
one.
think, is also probably a guy that the Browns would like to trade because he's on only contract for one more year. But this is why, folks, Jacoby Myers is probably not going to be available in any competitive leagues. But I like Trey Tucker.
Yeah,
Trey Tucker's had
that's
two
the
good
one.
games in a row.
Yep,
He's one of my guys that I put on the waiver wire for this week.
yep,
And if Adams is gone, if he's truly gone, Trey Tucker's going to play a bigger role in this offense moving forward. And he's kind of a gadget type of guy. He
yeah.
ran for a touchdown yesterday. That's a guy you want to get off the waiver wire.